man. How you been?
Been good,
Long
been
time.
good. Yeah, I'm hip.
Last time I seen you was in the doing the comeback league, right?
Yeah, probably.
How was that?
That was cool. It was cool. It was good to stay. It was good to stay some type of busy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going without fighting or being in any type of competition at all.
Right. So, what's new with you, man? What's next?
That's a good question. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on fights. Been trying to get fights. People been saying no, so I'm doing everything I can on my part.
Um, yeah, man. Well, like you're a super tall welterweight. I mean, kind of knew this was gonna happen once, like you started progressing your career. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it was tough from the beginning anyway. Like in my pro debut, it took a lot of doing to give me a fight. And actually, the Tuesday before fight, the Tuesday of fight week is when I actually secured an opponent for like my debut. So like it's been like that for a long time.
Right, right. So, for this is your first time on the show. I mean, tell people a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you're a welterweight. Let everybody know your record, everything else that's going on in your life right now.
Yeah, right now, man. My name Michael Fox. I'm from Forestville, Maryland. 22-4. Uh, formerly world ranked welterweight. Um, as of right now, we waiting to get back active. That's the biggest thing. Like I done tried to I tried to get fights on undercards in New York or undercards in Florida. I tried to get a fight on Amanda Serrano's undercard. That didn't work. I was willing to take that on short notice. They said no. So like now, we in the gym. I mean, we about to enjoy the holiday tomorrow, but we in the gym. We always working.
Right, right, right. Um, obviously, the life of a fighter. People, you get your fights, you get paid, sponsorships, and also sparring. I see a lot of people using you for sparring. Obviously smart, lengthy. You know what you're doing in there. You're like a young vet. Speak upon some of these new guys that you've been able to share the ring with as well.
Well, earlier this year, I went to Vegas to uh to spar with Brian Mendoza. He was getting ready for Sebastian Fundora.
Hmm.
Not a lot of people have similar dimensions to him besides me and probably Jamonte Clark maybe. So I spent all of March, for the whole month of March I was in there. He actually just called me on the whim. We knew we have some common he had some mutual friends through in boxing that got him in touch with me. They was like, man, you about to fight Fundora, you need to call Michael Fox. He's tall, rangy, he's southpaw, he wear glasses like Fundora do. Uh Said that's gonna be the best work you can get for him. And he called my dad. We were wrapping up in the gym. And you know when the phone rang, it had his name, it had Mendoza Bryant. My dad was actually about to end the call because he's like, man, like this must be a scam, John. I don't know Mendoza. I said it's a fighter named Brian Mendoza. And he said, let me ask her real quick, and it was actually him. And then we gave him my number. We talked, and I was like, all right, man, I'll be out there. I was out there. That was on a Thursday. I was out there the next Monday.
Mm.
We spent all of March, so we spent the whole month of March sparring. Then we went to then you see what he did. He scored a big knockout. You know, career changing type of joint. You know what I mean? Since then too, I sparred. Oh well, when I was out there, I only sparred him. And then I came back to I came back in town. I went back out to Vegas back in October. I sparred Troy Isley. Some sparring flaked on him, and he needed some work. So I gave up some weight. I was just like, man, I come through real quick, help out. We did about 6 rounds. He was having a little trouble securing southpaws. So we put some rounds in while I was out there. I was out there for a week. We were supposed to do 2 sessions, but then he ended up doing like back to back sessions. So he took one day off. He just like, yeah, coach told me to take a day off from sparring. We just gonna work. I said, all right, cool. Shout out to Troy Island. I've known him since we were kids. when I was making my pro debut. Like the last, like that was the first time we had sparred in like 9 years. So like the last time we had sparred, I was uh, getting set to make my debut at 135. He was still fighting around 132 as an amateur, maybe or maybe 41, something like that. We got rounds in, and for the first time in 9 years, we put them 6 rounds in Vegas. So that was a good thing. Shout out to Troy Isley, he just got his dub. You know, but that's what I've been doing. I just been putting in work, man, just staying active. Then I did the combat league. I joined the combat league in June, and then we finished that up in August. So I've been doing the best I can, to stay some type of active. Um, but I like to go round. I like to do rounds. I like time to work. So
Michael Fox. Yeah, that's very important, man. And what about some of the notable names that most people know about that you've been able to share the ring with as well?
you mean like sparring or fighting or what?
Um, I mean, I'm about to pull up your box rec right now, but yeah, just off of like sparring and stuff.
Oh, shoot, it's been a lot of people. When I was young, sparred. Actually, when I was like 18, 19, I was sparring guys like Robert Easter, Raynell Williams, Hammer Hank Lundy. He was the first person to ever give me some money for sparring. Um,
Philly.
yeah.
Michael
You see,
Fox.
yeah. What else? Man, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank like this. The both the Peterson brothers. Um, I sparred. I used to spar with Trayvon Marshall a lot. I've been in the ring with Jared Hurd before.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of people. Just a lot of people throughout the career.
So you know, one of the main reasons I wanted to hit you up today, also is because I know you was able to share the ring, not just in sparring, but in an actual fight with Urshishev. He's going to be fighting Matthias on this Saturday on that on the Demetrius Andres and Benavidez card. Um, you know, before that, actually, yeah, let's get right into that. So, what do you think of him as a fighter per se?
He's a strong puncher. He's just very strong, solid power puncher. Um, Pretty athletic. He does his best work when he at range. He does his best work at range when he has time to kind of to jump in and throw and try to go and fly in with a left hand, either upstairs or he tries to whip his left hand down to the body. Those are like his two like favorite punches. But he likes to fight at range, so he'll use his lead hand to kind of post, and then and then he'll load up his left. You know, and then fighting Matthias, they doing like they want two different type of fights. So it's gonna be interesting. How I'm interested to see how that fight goes. Matthias does his best work when he's close and he's throwing a lot of punches and he's inside. Um, Fighting and Ergashev doesn't do a bunch of fighting on the inside. Yeah, he'll just he'll hop out. Like hop out, try to keep space. So if Matthias is in close, he'll probably be winning. If Ergashev can maintain enough space to load up his left hand, he'll win it. But it's gonna be an interesting fight just because they're gonna be doing two completely different things. It might be an ugly one, but I think at any point both of them, especially Ergashev, he can get a stop. He can get a stoppage. I think he has. I've seen with good one punch power stop some people. But Matthias's pressure could be overwhelming if he's able to freeze up or if he's able to freeze Ergashev's offense.
So obviously, like you're super tall and long, and you was talking about him fighting in the mid range and out range. He's really good with his feet. Like he closes the distance well.
Yeah, he like when he jumps and he covers a lot of ground. But I mean, even when I fought him, though, I mean, we were in a small ring, so we both could have we both could cover a lot of ground in the ring. So I mean, that's gonna have a big part to play in the fight too. If Ergashev, he knows how to push back with his front with off his front foot to kind of not necessarily retreat, but to step back, maintain space. And he's throwing his left hand with 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 everything he has. Sharp, but with everything he has.
So, do you believe that because obviously he's a southpaw, you believe that he has that one punch knockout power at the 140 division?
One point. Well, this is let me say this. This is a different. He's fighting at a different level. So,
Right. This is the
but what
highest
I will,
level,
yeah,
right?
highest level. But what I will say is he has enough punching power to um he has enough punching power to gain respect and maybe hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? He'll hurt somebody if somebody he'll hurt somebody with a left hand. Somebody get caught being lazy. You know what I'm saying? Being lazy defensively. Even at this level, he'll hurt somebody. Will he be able to finish? We can find the first test is going to be Saturday.
Right, right. Who would you lean towards in that fight? By just looking at them and being in the ring with Urshichev.
I mean, well, the thing is, I mean, it makes him and myself look better if he wins. I think I kind of have to root for him. If he wins, it makes it look. I took a loss. I had my first loss to him, so it makes it. It also kind of makes me look better. I mean,
Of
even
course.
as he went on fighting, he was knocking guys out, stopping guys left and right. But I was able to say I went 10 with him, and it was a close 10. It was a lot of people felt that was a fight I won. I did the better boxing, but he threw the bigger
That was
he
like
threw
your
more
first
power shots.
controversial. That was like the first controversial
Yeah,
loss.
yeah, he threw a lot more power. So what I'm saying, it just go how it go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you think the fight goes the distance?
Huh, that's a good question, actually. I don't know for real. If it doesn't go the distance, it will go to it'll go rounds. It'll be a late round stoppage. For either man, it's going to be a late round stoppage. These guys, I don't think Erkshev is going to immediately fold under pressure if Matias is doing what he wants to do, and I don't think it's going to take more than one big left hand to get Matias up out of there from Ergashev.
So you believe Urshichev is also a durable guy?
Um, yeah, I think so, but like I said, different level. Actually, the thing is, he's had so much success. I mean, we haven't really seen him under pressure. Oh, I mean, we seen him under pressure when he fought. I mean, kind of when he fought me. Um, you know, I mean, I feel in that fight he got away with a lot of hold my head down and shit like that. But that's what he does when fighters get close to him. He doesn't really fight. He's
He
not
doesn't
really.
feel comfortable.
Yeah, yeah. His
I seen
infighting
the
is
fight.
yeah. His
I seen you was
infighting
trying
is
to get in too. I
yeah. His
seen you was trying to
infighting ain't
mix
like
it up.
that. Right, right.
Yeah.
His infighting ain't like that. Just because but that's that style over there. Even the night after right after him, I fought his countryman Fazludin Gabnazarov. He's five
Mhm.
six. He's still bouncing in and out, and I'm just like I'm gonna just keep you bouncing out because your arm your dimensions aren't the right. You don't have the right dimensions to beat me from out there.
Mhm. Lots of people are talking about that fight and Charlo's fight could possibly steal the show. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it can. It just depends. Like only thing, like with Benavidez and his fight with Danny, he wasn't active enough. Now, and I think he has to remain active. And I watched him fight. He fought at the MGM National Harbor. I was at that fight.
Hmm.
Version of Charlo can give. I mean, that version of Benavidez can give Charlo trouble. He was whipping the body the right way. I mean, Charlo's been gone for 2 years. He's been gone for 2 years. Even if Benavidez, he hasn't fought Charlo level opposition. But what we got to find out is Charlo that Charlo of old. You've been gone for 2 years. You're in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? You're not, and you ain't been active. A lot of questions got to get answered. And this is a big to me. This is a big opportunity for Benavidez to win, and win, secure a belt at 160, and then talk about fighting who's up there, Janabek or Carlos. More than likely, Carlos Adames. I think
It's
I
been
would love to
overdue.
see. I would love to see Carlos Adames against either one of those guys. So, I guess that would be a unification, right? No, no, no,
Mm.
no. That's not
No,
unification.
no, no.
That's for his WBC. That's my bad. That's my
Yeah,
bad.
because Hadamas has the interim.
Yeah, I forgot. But but this fight, whoever wins it, puts him in a, good spot for some big opportunities.
Mhm. Absolutely. Now, in the main event, man, obviously we got David Benavidez and Demetrius Andres. I mean, it's a good fight, but before we even get into that, I seen a picture of you sparring. And I know it's like when we talk about sparring, I don't look at it as like, hey, all out sparring because you're a bigger guy than this guy that I'm about to mention, but Lamont Roach. You help him out? I seen you guys geared up in the ring and looked like you guys were like helping each other out. And he's also on the card fighting Hector Garcia. What do you think about him as a fighter and in the fight itself?
Yeah, Lamont Roach is a great fighter. He's a great fighter. He's actually Lamont Roach, to be honest, is a childhood friend of mine. So I mean, anything I say will probably sound biased, but yes, we did help him out. He needed rounds. I mean, obviously, Hector Garcia ain't is not as tall as I am, but people that he was trying to spar, he said, "Man, I can't get enough rounds out of him." He said, "I need to wait. He said, I'm not really worried about the height too much. We do not only did we spar there, we do strength and conditioning together. Like, yeah, we did. We've been we worked for years, like 2015, 20 yeah, like 2015 since 2015. We've had the same strength and conditioning coach. We've done all our strength workouts together. I helped him a little bit for the Jamel Herring fight as well back in the day. And then with this fight, it's a big opportunity. He's a more mature than he is than in his first world title fight. So, you know, this is a big opportunity. Experience is priceless. He learned he's a calculated fighter. Uh and he learned a lot from the Herring fight. We always, even with all our fights, like I said, we've known each other a long time. We'll sit down, we'll compare notes. You know what I'm saying? We'll say what he'll tell me what he saw in mine. I'll tell him I saw in his. And the sparring sessions are always a chess match. He's a thinker, very elusive. He can be elusive when he wants to defends well. Can move his head, can block punches with his guard. So you know, um, Hector been kind of sitting around a little bit. I like Lamar's chances a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been looking and looking and looking more. I did see the Herring fight. I'm obviously like, I'm a betting man, so I was like, yeah, I love getting other fighters' perspectives, especially being in the ring. It's nothing better than, listening to a person that has, tasted the punches and also, measured up the speed and the thinking, inside the ring. So, are you favoring Roach in this fight?
Yeah, I told you that's a childhood friend. I mean, but I mean, either we talk like if we're talking skill for skill. No, I would like Lamont. I would like Lamont Roach, but there's never
Because
a
Hector can
time.
fight. Hector's
No,
an
he
Olympian.
can absolutely. Hector can fight. He upset Chris Colbert. He beat Roger Gutierrez. He beat Roger Gutierrez, but um, I think Lamont knows he knows how to box. He knows how to bang it out. He know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing in that ring. He's got a great team with him. And myself and my brother, we're all behind him. That's my team. That's like family. I've known him for years. I call this father uncle. You know what I'm saying? So we played like little pee wee football together.
Ah, nice.
We from the same area.
Lit, lit, lit. I'm actually gonna be talking to your brother right after you. Um, Now to the main event, Mike. What's your thoughts, man? I mean, it's a good fight.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it'll be very competitive in the first half of it. But Benavidez has been more active. He's younger, and he comes alive in like the second half of the fight. So like even like from like the fourth round on, he comes alive and he starts applying a lot of pressure. Demetrius Andrade, he moves. He's awkward. He does some wild stuff, right? Does some crazy stuff, right? But and it's gonna help. It's gonna help, especially in the beginning. But he's gonna slow down. All fighters slow down a little bit, and he's coming up in weight class. going up against the biggest super middleweight. I don't think he'll be able to keep that. I don't think he'll be able to keep that engine um, for the entire fight. And once he slows down and he starts lingering on the ropes, you know what David does. David throws. He'll throw a 20 piece if he can. He'll throw a 30 piece if he can. He'll keep punching. He does a lot of damage when he punches. I was actually at the Plant Benavidez fight. Um, that was a great fight. That was a great fight.
Right.
Shout out to both of those guys.
Yeah, it
You know,
was like
anytime
a
I see it,
seesaw.
yeah. And that fight went how I thought it would go. I thought Taylor would take like the first four. They would split the second four, and then whoever had energy for the back four, that's who was gonna win the fight. And that seemed to be, and when that ain't seemed to be, that was David. You know what I mean? He throws good body shots too. He throws good body shots. He's a hard, from what I've seen, he's a very very hard puncher.
Yeah, the Tanks team was telling me like Calvin and Kenny, they were close to the ring and they could hear every punch in the ring.
Yeah, I wasn't super duper far, so like when he was thumping. That's another thing about his brother too, Jose. Like we had like I said, we back at the harbor. He's hit the shot. They both throw good body shots. Sound like a bass drum. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, sheesh, bro.
Mhm. Mhm. So like even in even with the brother, like obviously, like if we could get, I don't know if you've been able to see the media workout, but Charlo looked pretty, in shape. He didn't look like he was out of shape. He looked like he's gonna make the weight. Um, Obviously, there's mind games to this boxing thing, especially when it comes to betting and stuff like that. So in the so you're favoring David in the main event,
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm picking David for the dub.
and does that go the distance?
Now I might pick David by a late stoppage.
Late stoppage?
Yeah, I can see that happen. I can see a late stoppage happening.
Do you think that Demetrius Andres could have a similar performance that Plant did?
Yeah, I think he could. I think he could. Guys say because he moves like David does struggle to track. David does struggle to track you down, but he just resilient. He's just resilient. He's persistent, and he's just gonna be like, he's like, all right, you can get that now. When I get you, it's gonna hurt. When I get you, it's gonna hurt. It's like he's like honestly he's like an older brother where you keep tapping the back of his head and he just or whatever, and then he finally said, all right, you gonna when you not when I catch you off guard, it's on. You know what I mean? And then that's pretty much what he does. Like it takes a lot of energy to keep David at bay, and I think I think that's kind of what happened with the Caleb Plant fight. He used a little too much energy in the beginning. They did a lot of movement. I mean, the smart play always is to move and be sharp. But what I'm saying, you gotta have energy to do it, but you gotta limit it. You gotta pace it the right way. Because David is always gonna start getting really active in the like second half, fifth and sixth round. That's when he really starts turning it on. If you use too much energy in the first four, keeping him at bay, it's bad. You're gonna have a bad night in the second half.
Right, right. Um, as far as David's concerned, do you think that if he's victorious or when he's victorious, do you think he has a shot for Canelo?
I mean, he's held the interim belt for a long time. He's been had the shot. I mean, but you know, you don't when you're the biggest, when you're the cash cow of the sport, nobody really tells you what to do. Canelo ain't lost. Canelo hasn't had to relinquish any of his belts. None of that, because they know his sanctioning fees are by themselves, not even against the opponent, pay more than most of these other fighters. They're getting like what they getting 3% of like 50 mil.
Mm,
Like, come on, man. Everybody can't. Everybody's 3% ain't the same. So, they're gonna let Canelo do what he wants. I mean, in a way he kind of dude been fighting, dude. He got names on his resume and everything, but like we shouldn't just because he's a kid, we shouldn't be kept from the fights we want to see. I mean, like I've you know I've seen I've met David in person, I think he deserves a chance. You know what I mean? He deserves the opportunity for that fight. Like, what else is there? You either got David Benavidez or David Morrell. Those are the only two really left at super middleweight. I mean, you can't just keeping the whole weight division at a standstill.
Right, right, exactly. December 9th, we got Regis Prograis and Devin Haney. Who do you favor in that fight? How do you see it going down?
That one I can't. I haven't made a final decision yet. I think Regis is Regis is coming off of he's coming off of a bad performance. He still got the job done. I think people are just they still have that idea of Regis in their mind. But I watched Regis a lot in the showbox, and as he was moving up the rankings all the way to the Josh Taylor fight and everything after that, he's he's underratedly elusive. Like he's elusive. He can dodge and block punches when he wants to. Specifically dodge punches when he wants to. But the thing that could hinder Regis in this fight is he's actually said, like, if I don't feel you can hurt me, I'll take punches to hit you. Whereas Devin's gonna box from round 1 to round 12, and if you don't catch him, you can't just let him keep racking up points. You know what I mean?
Right,
You can't just keep letting him rack up points because you get in a deficit. Trying to catch him. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's been able to be hurt before. You know, but I think Regis, if Regis hurts him the way Linares hurts him, he'll finish him. But yeah, I'm still up in the air about that fight. I think Devin's gonna box the way he knows how to box. He's not gonna be, and I saw him the last time I was in Vegas. He's not gonna be just a small 140. He's not gonna be a blown up 135. He's not even gonna be a small 140. He might be a bigger one, a kind of a big 140. Going in that division, I don't think, like, it's 5 pounds he ain't got to lose. But what I seen him, he looked way bigger than 140. He looked about 30 pounds bigger than 140. That's what he looked. I can't confirm.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, Fox, man, let everybody know where they could find you, bro. I've been, watching your career blossom. I've seen some of the fights in the Combat League. You did a great job. I know you're gonna get your just dues at once again. But where people can find you?
Y'all can follow me at Professor Mike on Instagram and Twitter. Professor Mike with a Y, MYKE. Man, check me out. Um, check out my page. Check out both pages. Saturday, I'll probably be tweeting about the fights. If you want to talk boxing, and as long as you keep it respectful, we can just talk, we can talk boxing on there.
Perfect, man. To the next one, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
All day, every day. It's Michael Fox, everybody. Thank you, brother.
No problem.
Now we're gonna be having his brother on right now. Now he fought Demetrius Andres and David Morrell. Make sure you guys smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, please, 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 please. Smil City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. And we are here lining up some interviews. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Take some time to smash the like button. Fox in the building.
What up, though?
What's up, my guy? How you doing?
Man, I can't call it, Brody. What's up?
Hey, man, nice to meet you. So, man, you you're a good boxer, and you cut some good hair. I see.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was able to see that on your Instagram the other day. I'm like, oh wow, he
Yeah,
cuts hair and he boxes. That's exactly what I was doing when I was younger and stuff like that. But
I got.
definitely, I'm glad to get you on the show today, man. Haven't been able to speak to you, but here we are right now, man. So tell little people a little bit about yourself, bro. We just left your brother. We had your brother on. Now we just haven't. The thumbnail is the Fox brothers.
Yeah, yeah. Man, 31 years old, 28, 5-1, 13 knockouts. Man, I'm a boxer and a barber. I've been a professional barber. I mean, I've been a licensed barber since, well, it's been about 13 years now. So yeah, man. I do work, man. I love the box.
So tell me, man. We're gonna get into some of these fights that you have been that you had in your career that I have some questions upon, and then also, I wanted to get to know a little bit about yourself as well, and some of the guys that you were able to share the ring with in sparring. Some of the things that people haven't been able to hear from somebody like yourself. Some
Somebody
notable
got
names.
that I've been sparring with.
Yeah, some notable names that you've been able to share the ring with. Yeah, in sparring.
Man, one of the last guys I was able to be in the ring with was Joshua Bawatsi. He's actually he overseas, man. He's actually I think he's a really great fighter, man. It was actually really good camp. I came out there with I was out there with Virgil Hunter and his and their team. That was great experience. I think I was out there for 3 weeks. Great experience, man. Definitely great experience. Been there with Lamont Peterson. I've been in there with Adrian Bronner before. Um, off the top of my head, I mean, Demond Nicholson from the area, Jared Hurd, definitely been in the ring with Jared Hurd. What out, man? Basically, I basically helped Jared Hurd start off his career. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
and, we worked we worked a lot, man. So um, man, we probably definitely did probably over 100 rounds together before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Work. That's all I can think of on top of my head, but mostly yeah, that's been it.
Yeah, and so talk to me as far as your career is concerned. I know you recently fought what, like a couple months ago, right?
I fought October 7th.
October 7th. So,
Yeah.
have you have any idea of like when you'll get back into the ring?
No idea, man. No idea. I'm just working,
It's tough
trying
for
to
you and your brother, right?
huh?
It's tough for you and your brother.
Yeah, it was already tough, So now with losses, it's kind of I think it's always worse. That gives everybody another excuse. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Um, so some of the notable names that you have in your resume that you've been able to be in the ring with in your career. Um, First one is David Morrell. A lot of
Hmm.
people have been talking about him being pretty much like a prospect contender type of a guy coming in.
Yeah.
People are pretty hype about him right now. Obviously, it's a Rodney Shields fighter. What do you think about him, and what were some of the great things that you experienced inside the ring that people can't really understand looking from the outside?
I think Dave Morrell is a great fighter. He has a very good command of his distance and just ring generalship, man. Like he's not. Lennox Lewis always tells him the matrix and everything like that, but all the matrix effect, whatever. But he does have a pretty good, I think maybe ring IQ, but he also has really good instincts. Really good, like I said, command of his distance. He's able to, even with my length, he was able to kind of dodge and even rock back, step back. He's actually a really good fighter. He has I don't think his hands are as fast as they probably think, but or they've probably said, but like he has pretty good speed as well. Pretty good speed and definitely pretty good definitely good power. He has a really good, really well rounded fighter, I think.
Mm. Um, as far as power is concerned, obviously he has a good KO ratio.
Yeah.
What would you have to say his power is like?
Um so within our I think fourth round, he definitely heard me. And so I went to hold the rough in the midst of clinch. The rough kind of like pulled my arm down. You hit me. I mean, I knew I was going down for that. But when I went back to the ropes for that fight, I mean, by this time it's kind of like it's not fuzzy, but you don't really feel anything. You kind of just move and you kind of just moving off instinct. And I didn't feel like I didn't really feel the power then, but like he definitely had some. some good power to land a short hook like that on me in the after. I mean, within the clinch, it was really good. It was really good power.
Mm, mm. Um, do you feel like he'll be a champion?
Yeah, first. I mean, I thought he was already a champion.
He's like an
They,
interim champion. Yeah.
yeah, I think he definitely has the skill set to be a world champion. He's he's a like I said, he's a hell of a fighter, man. Good footwork, good like I said, good command of his distance and good ring generalship. He definitely can be a world champion probably within the next year or so. I mean, fighting like with Canelo. I mean, I don't think Canelo would want to fight somebody like that. Like David Morrell possesses the ability to move well as with the power, so it makes a big difference. I think they talked about him and David Benavidez, and I think that probably be a better fight. They're both close to the same height. It'll be more like maybe two power punches going at each other. Like that would be probably the best fight right now.
Mm, I like it. I like it. And that was the fight that was supposed to happen if this fight with Boo Boo didn't happen.
Yeah,
Uh, So now you've been in the ring with also Boo Boo Andres. You know, it was I believe that I watched the fight. I think you're probably one of the bigger guys in his resume.
for
And
sure.
a lot of people say, yeah, because when we talk about big guys, everybody mentions your name and somebody else's. But then in the same time, people we don't know that many guys in his resume as far as fighting in America, and you
Yeah,
guys, you was. So, talk to me. How was that experience? What was it like being in there with Demetrius Boo Boo Andres?
I think he's a great fighter. To be honest with you, man, he's another guy who like he's awkward, right? But he knows how to use that awkward fight style to be very effective. You know what I mean? He's not like to me. I didn't feel like he was powerful. I didn't feel like he was too strong or anything like that. He just, besides the injury on my shoulder for that fight, I mean, he did what he needed to do. Like, I think maybe with somebody less tough, he probably would have definitely stopped him. Like I said, one arm, he definitely would have stopped anyone else. He just at that point in time, I just had an injury. But like I said, he was very effective. He was very efficient on what he needed to do. Efficient with his punch selection. He just made things happen. He made I think he's a good fight. I think he's a good fighter completely. But you know, we'll see.
When it comes down to those two guys that you shared the ring with, David Morrell and Boo Boo Andres, who would you think would win a fight if they
I
if
think
they met up?
I think that if they met, I definitely think Morrell will win. He's a naturally bigger guy. He's a younger guy too. I think he possesses more power than Boo Boo Andre, and I mean he probably possesses as much, maybe a little less speed, but his stuff is sharp. Like, I think I would have to pick Morrell over that. I really want to see. So, on Saturday we see Andre with Benavidez, and so that fight is actually it could be really interesting. I got to see how this fight plays out. I mean, we saw how Caleb Plant tried to box Benavidez the entire time, but he got caught a body shot that slowed him down completely. I mean, if Demetrius Andre is able to box that entire time like that, that's a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a win for him too. But we're gonna see.
Who do you lean towards?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm leaning towards David Benavidez. Like I
Just
said, I
like your
think he's a
brother.
big guy. I've actually been on. I've actually been on standby for him on a couple of occasions. And it's just like I said. I think Demetrius Andre might be too small there for that. He's a tall. I mean, David Benavidez is a tall guy, but he's not only tall. He's big as shit. You know what I mean? So I mean, can Demetrius Andre box like that? Like I said, Caleb Plant was boxing him very well for 6 rounds. But you can't the fight is in 6 rounds 12. So you got to box Benavidez like that for 12 rounds to outscore him, outland him, outmaneuver him. I mean, my question is, can Boo Boo do that? I think he may be able to, but like I said, Benavidez is a hell of a wild card. He has very sharp and fast punches. He has very good jab, and he has very good body attack. So I don't know if Boo Boo could withstand that the entire time.
Speak upon Boo Boo's body attack. How is it?
I think so. At that point in time, I was still way bigger than him. There one specific time in the fight he did hurt me with the body, but mostly he really. I think I don't know if maybe his father had told him like this guy isn't really done. You gotta you know you gotta take your time a little more or not. But he definitely he doesn't. I don't think he hit that hard somebody. That like I said, the one specific time I remember uh, him in the body, that was probably a good shot coming off my punch. It was really good, but other than that, I don't think he's. I mean, personally, I don't think he's that strong.
So yeah, that was my next question. Do you think at like 68, do you think that he lacks power at that
I
division?
think he was lacking power at 60. So
So
yeah,
do you?
60 he definitely probably lacks the power.
Yeah, I've been saying the same thing on my show that I believe that he lacks power at 60. So at 68, it's going to be hard for David, for him to keep David off of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I
So
mean, it's hard for anybody to keep David Benavidez off you. So we'll see. If you look at the Ronald Ellis and David Benavidez fight, you can kind of see like Ronald Ellis was boxing pretty good, but like pretty good is those are the optimal words. He wasn't able to effectively keep David Benavidez back. And I mean, I don't know anyone who can. He calls himself the Mexican monster. He's a really well polished, sharp, and that the pressure he's bringing is immense.
right, right. Do you think the fight goes a distance?
I'm sorry.
You think the fight goes a distance?
It can, but it would be more like if David. I mean, I'm sorry. If
Boo boo,
David Benavidez can't touch, if he can't catch Boo
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 boo.
versus somebody knocking him out. Like if Boo Boo is there to be caught, he will. He probably can. He will get caught. But if he's able to outbox him and box him fully, I mean he could possibly win. I said I won't count him out at all. Like he has the ability to box and outbox him for the whole fight and win. But you have to be on point with David Benavidez. You can't take 1 second off. Like I said, with the Caleb Plant fight, he took 1 second off. He got called a body shot, and that fight turned different. You know what I mean? And I think maybe David Benavidez went to body some more and caught him with some more body shots, and Caleb Plant started holding a lot more. They had a lot of animosity towards one another, but you saw at the end of their fight, it was a big and major respect to one another too. And so, I mean, like I said, that fight it could go the distance, but like I said it would be on Boo Boo to keep maneuvering. It won't. I won't. I don't see Demetrius Andrade knocking Benavidez out. And if he does do it, somebody who bets on that would be a rich person for sure.
Mm, mm. When we talk about wrinkles in someone's game, people like slowing down. Um, how long ago was since you fought Boo Boo?
That was 2017.
17. So we're
Yeah,
talking about here. We're talking 6 years ago.
yeah,
We're talking 6 years ago. Looking at him now, possibly I don't know if he was able to watch the Demar Nicholson in him. Do you
I
see a
did.
change? Do
I
you
was
see?
there. I felt like, but no, I didn't. Excuse me. I felt like maybe he may have slowed down a bit, but he looked sharp. He looked sharp in that fight. Demar Nicholson was well, we sparred a lot, and so like I was more wondering why Demond didn't fight more than what Demetrius Andre was doing. I think it's like that. I think it's hard to figure Demetrius Andre out, and so that makes it hard for anyone else to win. I mean, so like because he's awkward but the thing is about him, he's awkward but he's sharp too. Like it's hard to fight a person like that. Being awkward, being sharp at the same time. It's just like I'm sharp. You can't come in here with BS, but also you can't find me. And you can't find my time and can't find what you need to find to get at me. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Um, Just knowing that you shared the ring with Damon leading up to the fight. What were your thoughts, knowing that you fought Boo Boo and you've been in the ring with Damon? Like as soon as leading up to it, what were your thoughts anyway?
I told the mom before that. I said, bro, don't wait, don't sit back. You don't need to don't try to box him. That's not your style. I said, go after him, bro. You strong. Like Demond is strong as hell. He one of the strongest guys I've ever been in the ring with. But and he has one of the best jabs I've ever been in the ring with too. I watched him. Actually, while he was out, while I was out there sparring Joshua Boasi in camp, he was also out there with me. So I was out there with him and his father, and we were kind of tag team Boasi. But Demond is so strong, he was able to stand there and basically bang with Boasi, toe to toe, and sometimes pushing Boasi back. So I realized Boasi is actually strong, but Demond is, like I said, hella strong. Like there have been times we've been in the ring and I may try to sit with him and I definitely paid the price for that. That was a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have been there at all. And then my coach and even my brother would say, "Look, bro, what you even doing there, bro? Like that's not it for you." And like I said, when I talked to Demond about the fight, I said, "Bro, go at him, bro, go at him, try to get him." And I said the same thing about myself. I felt like I should have went after Demetrius Andrade, or maybe he would have boxed a little bit, but I felt like you can be awkward as you want to be, but if you can't stop the pressure, that makes a big difference too.
Yeah, 100%. On that card, man, what fight are you most intrigued about
Which you said, oh, the card.
on the card?
I'm gonna go with Lamont Rose Jr. Man, he's from the area, man. He's in
The
there.
people.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. We do strength and conditioning together, man. I'm hoping he goes out there and gets his belt. I am actually interested, very interested in the Charlo Jose Benavidez fight because Jamal Charlo hasn't been in the ring in a long time, so we got to see. And I just seen Jose Benavidez, doing this thing at the MGM, at the National Harbor MGM, and he looked good. So you're coming off of a year and some change worth of layoff, and he's coming off of I just demolished the guy. That makes a big difference. So I'm interested in that fight too.
Absolutely, absolutely. I had to get you and your brother on because your brother had he fought Urshichev,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
him and Matthias is gonna
Oh man, I
get
forgot all about that. I forgot that fight is on there, bro. Yeah, I
yeah,
forgot all about that. But that's
yeah.
another
So
one
I
that's
had to
that's
get the
piquing my
Fox
interest.
brothers on today.
Yeah, yeah. That's piquing my interest a lot. That's piquing my interest a lot, man. Look, man, that could be a bomb burner too, man. Like Ergashev, you can see Ergashev has that super power, bro. My brother said that's the hardest he's ever been hit. You know what I mean? And Matthias, he's coming. He's gonna come the entire time. So we got to see if Ergashev can stand that power. If the body shots are gonna hurt him, what have you. This gonna be a hell of a fight, man.
Mhm, mhm.
I
I,
forgot all about that, man. That's
yeah,
reminded me.
yeah. And the sneaker too is Libanez and Michelle Rivera. Not on the pay per view proportion, but
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
card is just
I think looking at that fight, I think well Michelle Rivera is a very good boxer, right? But
can you withstand the pain?
yeah, can you Lipias is going he's coming to get you. He's coming to get you.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
I think they asked Lipias to fight my brother. My brother they turned my brother down.
They turn your brother down?
I'm positive they turned my brother down.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed speaking to you and your brother, man, because you
Thank
guys are very humble and you
thank you.
guys give great takes. The way you guys break down fights, I notice you guys break it unbiased.
Yeah.
Obviously, you
Well I
guys are gonna
try.
go for your peoples. Yeah, yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna go for your peoples, obviously. But you guys mention it before you even get into it. You know what I'm saying? So
For
we'd
sure,
like
for
that.
sure.
Um,
For sure.
anything, man. Like as far as your aspirations of wanting something next in boxing, what would you want?
Well, honestly speaking, man, I really want to get back to this last fight. My last fight against shit. Now I can't even think of his name, but I really feel like the referee kind of he called that too fast. You know, we were. I mean, it was working there. You know, I was
I
dodging a lot of.
seen it.
If I look back, you said what?
I seen it.
Yeah, I felt like you know, he if he threw six punches, you know, he didn't land. I feel like he may have landed one punch out of the six, and then landed one on my hand before the referee was jumping in. You know, that's I think referees they sometimes they get in the way. They're trying to be. I don't know if they're trying to be the star or what have you, but like he was definitely. I definitely was. And I feel like I definitely was down. I definitely was down. I just went down that round. You know what I mean? With a body shot. So I'm just like, you know, you're waving off as I'm dodging punches. You know, I'm recovering from a body shot. Like, give me a time. He told me, show me something. You know what I mean, I thought I was showing him something by dodging punches. You know, and I guess I should have just worked more. You know, if I could, I like to get that back. I like to get that back, and man, you know, I just want to get back on top. To be honest with you, man, I'm always working. We're always in the gym. My dad's out of town right now. My brother just was out of town for a little bit. I was out of town the day before that. I think we all kind of needed that reset. This is gonna make us come back to the gym and go harder. You know, I really wanted to fight before the year's out, but I mean, you know, we'll see. If they call me for 160, 168, I'm ready. I'll be ready. I'll
Right.
be ready as
Yeah.
soon as they want me to.
Yeah, there's a lot of names there.
For sure.
Last one, December 9th, man. Regis Prograis and Devin Haney, man.
That's a hell of a fight. When was Devin's last fight? Remind me of that.
Devin was Loma.
Oh yeah. See, so and then I like this fight, right? We just does get hit a lot. He does get hit. Like he's willing to take a punch to give a punch. He moves his head. He tries to move his head a lot more than I think he can per se. But he's actually a very skilled fighter. He has some good power. You know, so I don't think Devin can relax at all in that fight. He has to like if you're gonna be on the move, bro, be on the move. If you're on your jab, stay on your jab. You know what I mean? And the moment,
Perfect fight. He needs to
yeah,
fight a
it's a
perfect
very
fight.
perfect fight. It's like the moment Devin stops or takes a break or is a lull in the action, I think it's going to be Regis Prograis. That's going to be those will be highlights for Regis Prograis. He gonna be trying to get him on a roast the entire time. He gonna try to rough him off. But I don't think he can. I don't think he can outbox. You know, he's a pressure boxer type of person, but he can't outbox Devin. I don't think. You know, Devin's gonna try to use his distance. Devin gonna use his jab. Devin has a hell of a jab, hell of a right hand. He has a hell of footwork, but Regis Program has pretty good head movement, and he has pretty decent power. This is 140. We have to see how if first and foremost if Regis Program can find him, and then if Devin can make sure that he stays the distance he wants to stay at. You know what I mean?
Right.
The jab is going to be all the factor for Devin. You know, he has a jab, he has to turn off on his hook. You know, keep turning the other way, but then like I said, for Regis Program, he has to get in there and rough him off and make it really ugly. To be honest with you, I mean, you know, you can't sit back and think you're gonna move your head and I'll move your head for all this, man. You just gotta get there. Like if you move your head, if you slip a punch, go ahead and try to counter. And some of his counters, I think that's gonna be a major factor too. I think Devin's gonna move his feet a lot, and because he's gonna be using his distance, it's gonna a lot of Regis Prograis counters may fall short. You know, and I mean, I think that's what Devin and his father are hoping as well.
Right, to capitalize off of those misses.
Yes, sir. Every mistake, like you have to capitalize off of every mistake and make it so that maybe Regis wants to sit back a little bit, which would benefit Devin too.
Mm. I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Um, at the end of the day, last question, man. Who's your favorite fighter you like to watch today?
My favorite fighter I like to watch that's boxing right now.
Yeah, who's your favorite fighter that you like to watch today, and who is your favorite fighter that you like to watch at all time? You could just put him on anytime.
I'm gonna so this so I'm gonna go all time first, right? One of my favorite fighters to ever watch, and I think a lot of people don't really know who he is and don't really pay attention, but it's Michael Nunn.
Michael
Michael Nunn is
Nunn.
like, yes, bro. Michael Nunn is amazing. He was amazing as a fighter. Good footwork, good jab. He had this backwards jab he used to do. Like sharp as shit, bro. Like he's that guy, bro. I love him. And, he just happened to run into James Toney, and he was winning that fight. He got caught, and that's it. It's over. You know what I mean? It only takes, everybody tells you it only takes one punch in boxing, and that was
Mm-hmm.
it. He got caught at lights out. That lights that was a crazy hook. I was like, shit, you know, for real. But
Yeah, I talked to him on the
watching
Hall of Fame. Yeah, Michael
man,
Nunn,
yeah,
next
he's
to none.
amazing, amazing fighter, man. And I think to this day, whenever they let him fight, I love to watch Michael Fox for sure. I love to watch Michael Fox in his element when he's actually doing this thing. Like his last fight, I feel like he felt like he couldn't get to he couldn't get into his bag for real. You know what I mean? And I get that.
In the Combat League,
Huh? No, not even
Re-
combat. I'm talking about when he
real
fought.
fight.
Yeah, his real fight when he fought Mean Machine.
Yeah,
Probably outside.
he's been getting like controversial, man. Like
Yeah,
I'm like I
yeah.
be feeling bad, bro.
Me too. I mean, if you feeling bad, how you think I feel?
Right,
I'm right
right.
there in the corner. I'm just like, bro, like I know, like for both of us though, I know we possess a lot more than we possess. You know what I mean? And I think, sometimes we had been falling short on certain things, but I just think I don't think it's over for us yet. I think we have time. You know what I mean?
You
It's
guys are young
just
still. You guys are good.
yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, man.
I told somebody not so long ago, man, Winky Wright became an undisputed world champion with 5 losses, man. That don't mean my career ain't over. That's it.
Nope. You see, Gabe Rosado always getting like an opportunity
Come
as
on.
well. You know what
Exactly. But now he done retired with 9 losses.
I'm
Come on,
saying?
bro.
And you
It
guys
just
are a
take
threat
one.
for
It take
anybody.
one punch. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw that for everybody.
That's what's tough. That's the hard part right there, to be honest with
Hmm.
you. Is the threat part. You know what I'm saying? Too much
For
ducking
sure.
going on out here.
For
All this
sure. For
training
sure.
wheels. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, man, I'm glad that I was able to speak to you, man, and I'm definitely gonna be hitting you back up, so we could definitely
For
do some
sure.
more of this and keep you
For
guys
sure. I
updated.
wanna after the fight, we can talk after this fight.
Perfect.
Outside of it.
Sounds good. Sounds good, man. Well, God bless,
All right, man.
brother,
Shout
and
out
on
to
to
Mill
the
City
next.
Boxing, man.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Yeah, all day, every day, bro.
All right, bro. Be safe.
You too, man. You too. Smash the like button. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Got the Fox brothers on today, and I think that there was no other better day to do it. Let's be honest, Michael Fox, his brother, was able to fight Urshichev, which is going to be fighting Subir Matias this weekend. And you got my guy right here that fought David Morale and Boo Boo Andres. Come on, guys, this is what it is. Smash the like button, man. Who else is giving you guys the heat? Who else is giving you these type of interviews on a low spectrum? You know what I'm saying? We're not one of those channels that got over 1 million followers here, right? We don't got 1 million subscribers, but we're on our way. Make sure you guys smash the like button, man. This time will come, I promise. Larry Liston, people are sleeping on Jose versus Jamel. That fight might be a firefight. Yeah, absolutely. Larry Liston, what it do? What it do? Let's go, Mills. This is gonna be a card of the year. Absolutely, absolutely. It's gonna be an amazing card. I mean, firefight after firefight. You can tell it's gonna be such a great card. Back to back fights when you have guys like me that tend to just watch. Like I just watched like yesterday I watched 4 Demetrius Andre fights. So now I'm all set with Demetrius Andres. And then I watched 2 today. So I'm all set with Demetrius Andres. I watched two Urzashev's fights. I've watched. I've been a fan of Charlo and Jose Benavidez and David. So to be watching those fights, I mean, I've already watched those fights, but obviously I go back and I try to watch little things, But an outstanding card. Obviously, we got Libanez fighting Michelle Rivera, so I was watching a couple Libanez fights as well to see, where we're gonna put our bets on, and we can't just bet with our hearts here. We got to be able to bet, these fights. And you already know I'm gonna turn up the phone lines as well. Um, let people come on, speak their piece. I want to know what y'all thought about the media workout today. I thought it was a good one. Um, I got to double backtrack of what I said. If Charlo would make weight, I think Charlo would make weight. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll make weight. He looked good. I'm telling you guys, like they tend, like Charlo lied. Remember when Charlo said that he's about to start training? Um, you know, and they talked about, I think it was, who was it? The announcer, Ray Flores. Ray Flores said that, he's been training for basically like 6 months now. So, you know, I just feel like, it's for the it's for the odds, it's for the betting odds, you know what I'm saying? I think Matias is gonna F Urgachev off. He fights tall and has power, but he won't if it goes over 4 rounds. Let's see, man. Let's see. I mean, we do have some terrific cards on its way. You know, how are you? Good. You ate the Oreos. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. My girlfriend over here talking about Oreos. Yeah, we're about to tap in the. Felt like I was in my butt whoop right there. Uh, about to add the phone lines right now. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Continue to improve the visibility of the show. Um, we back, ladies and gentlemen. We back with another one. Here it is. Boom. Link is in the comments. Let's start it up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start it up. Who will be the first caller of the day, of the night, right? Great show so far. 2 great interviews back to back. Mills, do you know who the ref is versus Andre? I heard it was Thomas Taylor. It is Thomas Taylor. It is Thomas Taylor. And hopefully he he lets the clinching go, cuz I like how David works off the clinch, and then also I think that Demetrius' upper body is strong, so it would also benefit him. So it's like it's a two for two for. You know what I'm saying? But we have the polls here, guys. Who looked better in the media workout today? Let me know what y'all think. Who do y'all think looked better in the media workout today? Who looked the fresher? I mean, obviously, we're not gonna get a real workout here. It's they barely sweated, But regardless of the fact, you guys can catch the drift of what I'm saying. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. This one right here, guys. This one right here, this live right here, whoever's on the live got a nice exclusive one, because this is an intel. We're not just sparring, right? This is not just a sparring. Oh, I sparred with him. No, 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 no. These guys have been in the ring with most of these guys on the card. So smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. David did. Mm, mm. Eric Erica Valdez, what's going on? Larry Liston, what's going on? ZI, what's going on? Never Backwards podcast, Never Backwards. What is going on? Salute to everybody on the chat. Philip, what's going on? Bronx OG, Porco, Moody R. Salute to everybody in the chat. Tapping in, tapping in. Ernest Johnson, what's going on? Make sure you guys smash the like button. Let's improve the visibility of the show. So what y'all thoughts? Your thoughts on the media workout today? Also, I wanted to play a clip, right, of this energy that I've seen with a little clip it was a little clip of, you know, Regis and Devin, and I wanted to play it for you guys because the zone's production has been really good, and I think that helps the sport. It really does when you have good production, a good production team, and stuff like that. But you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Check it out, guys. Getting into in a fight. No, absolutely. No. I'm gonna hurt you. You want to treat the shit out. And I'm here to you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt, bro. Yeah. I'm in the same position, dickhead. You believe that Devin Haney had a loss scrubbed from his record? It's good. You don't got no chin. How about that? I ain't got no chin. How sure are you that you're gonna win this fight? 100%. What you mean? What? How sure am I? I'm coming to fight, and we gonna see. Nice little clip. You see what I'm saying? The zone doing their thing. Eddie, salute. I think December 9th, we're going to be having another great fight, to close the year out. Um, obviously this card this weekend just means so much, obviously, right, guys? Like, we have Thanksgiving, and it's just like, we have Thanksgiving tomorrow, and then we have great fights this weekend, man. So I, I'm excited. I'm excited. We're doing things in the holiday weekend, right? It's me again. Yeah, man. It's me again. You know, um I can't, somebody messaged me saying I didn't like your take with Demetrius Andres. Just because I'm betting on David Benavidez. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you guys something. Demetrius Andres is a great talent. He's great for the sport, you know, outside the ring, but in the same time, he's an elite talent. He's an Olympian. Has one of the better amateur pedigrees. But when it comes down to this division at 168 pounds, like look what I was saying. Right? I haven't even gotten punched by the Benavidez or Boo Boo Andres. But I made a statement saying, hey, I think that Boo Boo Andres' power won't transition to the 168 division, and the reason why I said that was because at 160 he didn't really have the power. And look at Fox goes and tells me he fought him. And tells me the same exact thing I said. The same exact thing I said. You know, um, ladies and gentlemen, we have to stop going off of feeling, or having a personal attachment, to these guys. I think that what we need to do is just straight, call it how it is. Whatever you see on TV, that's what you have to speak upon. We can't do anything other than that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like in this fight, I stand my ground. Like I said, I think David Benavidez will win, and I think that he'll win by decision, a split decision. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. And I agree, King KO. You know what I'm saying? I think that he does fade a little bit towards the championship rounds. I do believe that, and I think it's because of the unnecessary movements that he doesn't need to do. And I just think that with a guy like David Benavidez to be doing these unnecessary movements is gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a big problem. So salute to the chat. Please smash the like button to improve the visibility of the show. And let's go off, man. Those were two good interviews back to back with the Fox brothers. And let's get into some of these comments here. The only boxer that should be talking down are those ducks. Hey, man. There's ducks, man. There's ducks everywhere, right? It's like a pond out there. We got the link in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody want to chop it up? Chop it up. Come and chop it up. We got some time here to chop it up. So let's do it. Okay. Who do we got here? Oh, look at Matthias. He's Matias is. They say Matias ain't even at the workout yet. Don't know what happened, honestly. Don't know exactly what happened to Matias, but I'm sure he'll be back there. He'll be back. He'll be back. Shout out to the live. Shout out to everybody that enjoys the show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. And then David Flat. There you go. Trying to get also some more. There we go. Phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. The phone lines are open. Make sure you guys come in, speak your piece. Let me know what y'all thought about the media workout. Thought it was pretty good. Andre's changes levels has a relaxed rhythm in his awkward delivery. But Benavidez' relentless pressure and volume will catch up to Andre late. Absolutely. Slide counter. Absolutely. I agree. I just think that it gets dark there, man. And I feel like one of the best attributes that Boo Boo that David Benavidez has is just that he throws body shots, really hard body shots, and then continues to bank on high punch volume towards the end of the second half of the fight, which is crazy because he's slowing you down the first half, breaking you down, and then he basically plans to try to KO you or just beat you up. Like he says, he tries to send every opponent to the hospital. That's his main concern, is to do that. Which, hey, I don't blame him. Gotta do what you gotta do. But hey, let me see if I can get. But yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Let's get this to 30 likes. If we get this to 30 likes, we'll stay on and we'll stay chopping it up boxing. But if we can't get these 30 likes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to move on into another interview. And I'm going to have to end this one. So smash the like one. One time, do me a favor and improve the visibility of the show. Also, we have the link is in the comments for the people that want to chop it up with your boy. Um, Media workout look good. I think Charlo is definitely going to beat Jose. Looking at the fight more, looking at these guys talk, looking at these guys move. Um, you know, it, yeah. You know, David. What I was thinking as well is like I know that David Morrell is a southpaw, but Charlo could easily get that look if he wanted to. Even though Jose Benavidez is a orthodox fighter. But either way, we're talking great fighters, right? Um, so that's being said. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tapping in, man. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. We get that. We just need that one more, um, you know. But nevertheless, God bless. On to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Much love.